High school was quite the journey. I mean, to think at one point, this was me. I mean, why did nobody stop me? And now, I'm still waiting for that glow up. It was a roller coaster of emotions. A roller coaster that consisted of 90-degree drops. Pretty similar to the way my marks have been going, to be honest. These 4 years were pretty much a blur, and the thought of leaving this place was always on my mind. But now that the due date is actually approaching, I'm not too sure if I'm ready. I remember my first day of grade 9, walking into a school that was too big for my tiny brain cells to handle. There were so many people. It made me claustrophobic trying to navigate through the rotunda, and everything was new and shiny. It was a time where life was full of excitement. What a time. The feeling can be compared to the beginning of a roller coaster ride, where you're scared of the possibility of launching out of your seat and plummeting to your death, where you force those jitters away because you paid way too much money and waited way too long for this. The anticipation of the first drop started in grade 10, and at this point, I've mastered the algorithm of high school success, which was obtained through mental breakdowns and emotional trauma, all by the young age of 14. Grade 10 was the start of spending more time at school than at home. My time was filled with club meetings, band practice, competitions, and concerts. And even though it was busy and chaotic, when it came to filling out those uni apps, I really thanked my past self for those extensive lists of extracurriculars. Grind time began in grade 11. Suddenly, everyone around me started to care about doing well in school, because the impending doom of university was casting its scary shadow on us, and thus began the race to the finish line. Teach Assist became the highest screen time and sleep became non-existent. And till this very day, I still do not know who she is. And finally, the year where senioritis ran us all over with the bulldozer. I spent all my time and energy working towards this one goal, to get into my dream school. There were many speed bumps along the way, but somehow, by some miracle, I got in. And that was the peak of my high school career, and maybe even the peak of my life. And from the moment of my acceptance, motivation to function was lost, and minimal effort was found. I'm hanging on by a thin piece of white stress hair. High school was indeed a roller coaster, consisting of fluctuating emotional stability. Although I'm going to miss all the familiar faces, I'm very excited for the next chapter of my life. A chapter filled with more mental breakdowns, a chapter filled with new and thrilling adventures. And even though my experience has not been the smoothest ride, it was quite the memorable one.